아는 사람 한 명 없는 캐나다 밴쿠버로 오기로 결정하고 제일 처음 정착한 시골 마을 농촌주택이다. 이 집에서 이민 생활을 시작했다. 그때 그 마을에 동양인이 없다 보니 우리 가족이 외계인처럼 보였나 보다. 지역 신문에서 취재를 나와 보도가 될 정도였다. 옛날 집 초원은 이제 대마초재배 유리온상으로 탈바꿈되었다.
밴쿠버 이모 구독과 좋아요.
Can you hear me? Am I not on mute? Right? Okay.
여다우는 교사로 정년퇴직하고 텃밭 가꾸기와 정원을 가꾸고 있다.
So we've got hi Michelle, hi Lars, Barb, Hugh, Lan, and David. Phyllis might have not seen the invitation, and
She really just got back from the farmer's market.
right. And don't know about the Gatehouse girls. But who else? Helen has told me that she's away for this. Who else? Hong might be at work.
Today.
Okay. And Cheyenne is probably sleeping.
Well, I was playing a little ukulele before, so maybe she's not sleeping.
In her dreams. So anyway, we're here, and Lars wanted to start with not a check-in, but sort of the operations part of Edenvale, I guess, and any announcements and things. So Lars is going to take the first little bit before we have our check-in. How's that?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. I just wanted to say a couple of words about the barn in the back. I'm not going to bore you with how the thieves disabled the two power sources to the alarm or anything like that, but there are measures, some small measures have been taken, and there'll be a strengthening of the panel boxes out there. Darren is going to build something. David has been very helpful in the process of looking at what can we do out there and how should it be done. So that's one thing. There's a new lock on the door, on the sliding door of the barn. If you need to get into the barn, David has offered to be the go-to person while I'm away. He has the key. And I'll be available by email every day. Alan will be available by email every day. Hello, Phyllis and Alicia.
Yeah, the thing about the barn being broken into, it's kind of unbelievable. Like, it's just sort of showing how desperate people are
I
getting.
have a question, if that's okay. I'm sorry if this has been discussed already when we were not yet in the meeting, but have we considered CCTV cameras? They're a lot cheaper than they used to be, and they're pretty easy to install these days. I think a lot of people have them. Then it would just take either somebody keeping an eye on them, or there's some that notify you when there's somebody that shows up on the camera. I don't know if that's something we've considered before.
Yeah, that was one of the estimates that Darren gave when we were looking at different security systems, and I can't remember the reason why they chose not to have that system. It seemed like it was the expense at the time, and somebody having to be always looking, checking these cameras or something like that, the personnel thing. So it might be.
It's definitely something that I will look into.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good suggestion. While I'm away, the gals at the gate.
그는 65세 VCC에서 제과제빵 교수로 일하다가 정년퇴직하고 지금은 우리 집의 파프티 매니저로 일하고 있다.
And I was going to just say a couple of things about the recycling, but there's not that many people online here, and I'm not going to rant anymore about this. Just know that glass jars do not go in there. Any kind of plastic, whether it's sandwich bags or any kind of soft plastic, the kind of stuff that sliced cheese comes in, none of that goes in the recycle. So you all have the sheets. You've all got copies of the sheets, and you can visit Waste Wizard online if you have any kind of Thoughts? I would assume that by the end of the year we will not have the big containers in the back. It's a possibility that we'll get rid of all the 3 containers in the back. Can the city take? And what the city won't take, we'll have to take ourselves, like the plastic bags. You take it to the recycling depot. Glass jars, you take it to the recycling depot. Maybe we can instigate a program where we collect all the glass jars and someone say, oh, I'm going, I'll take it. But that's further down the road. That's sort of just quickly what I had. We're going to be away from Monday, September 6th, to October the 5th.
Yeah, good idea.
Diane will test drive license test next week.
Oh, good for her.
She failed once last month, but she's very nervous about it. Nervous.
Yeah.
Nervous too much. And my news, I found my old friend. We went to high school and university together. Just I found her through SNS, that kind of Facebook. So for 40 years, yeah. So she lives in Mississippi in US now. So she still go to university. She graduated 4 university in US. She's an artist, and I'm really pleased to see her again. So she and me, she really want to meet together. She wants to visit my house, but we don't know we'll open border or Canada border. That I'm expecting this December. That's my good news.
And you can tell, Cheyenne, that I failed my first driving test. And many of us might have done that.
Only once? Only one? You failed only once?
Only once.
Thank you, Len.
Thank you.
I could go next. I mean, just enjoying the weather, and it is so beautiful. It's just and the change in the season.
Have a great trip and see you November meeting.
Okay, have a great one, everybody. Thank you.
Yes, yeah. Good
Safe travels.
with all of you. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
60초 후에 공개됩니다.
자, 지금부터 오늘의 먹방 시작하겠습니다. 자, 1번 선수 잘 먹고 있습니다. 2번 선수. 지금 2번 선수 준비 중입니다. 워밍업. 지금 스타트, 예, 가져가고 있습니다. 예. 뭔가 좀 다르군요. 이제 단무지를 준비 먼저 해주시는군요. 그 다음에 어떻게 합니까? 단무지 준비 후에는, 한번 궁금한데요. 예, 냅킨을 준비하시고, 그 다음에 또 어떻게 하는 겁니까? 임재 젓가락을, 뭔가 정수를 보여주시는군요. 예, 한번 돌려 섞기. 예, 잘하고 있습니다. 제가 먹방 중계를 4년간 해봤지만 이 선수 정말 눈여겨볼만 합니다. 지금 요새 올림픽에 대비해서
제발 몸
한 박자 텀을 두고 이제 흡입 들어갑니까? 예, 감사합니다. 잘 먹겠습니다.
밴쿠버 한인타운에 위치한 곱창구이와 곱창 전골로 잘 나가는 토담이라는 식당이다. 역시 쌀쌀한 가을 날씨에는 얼큰하고 뜨끈한 전골 요리가 최고다.
누구세요? 사랑해요.